Hello, 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 and welcome to another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals, where you know we only have them three rules. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. So today we are going to do a Philly cheesesteak stuffed ball. You might want to come with a better name with that. But basically, I'm taking two of my easiest recipes, my Philly cheesesteak sloppy joe, which is on createsimplemeals.com, and my garlic mashed potatoes, and I'm going to bring them together and make a stuffed Philly cheesesteak potato ball. We're going to brown some ground beef, add in the same ingredients we do on the sloppy joe, some onions, some bell pepper, some mushrooms, a little bit of beef broth. We're going to let that cook all down, and then we're going to cool it. Then we're going to stuff it in our garlic mashed potatoes with some provolone cheese, and then just for giggles, we're going to go ahead and roll in some panko, and we're going to deep fry that. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's get our temperature up here. And I'm making extra today, so it's more than what the recipe calls for. But basically, you're going to take 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to drop that in there. If you've watched my shows before, you know when it comes to browning ground beef, what you want to do is start browning it like this first before you break it up. Let it get a nice crust on it, and then you're going to go ahead and do the rest of it. Then you're going to go ahead and break it up. Let's get them down in there. After we brown the ground beef, we're going to take that out to the side, drain off some of that excess oil, and then we're going to add in the mushrooms, the bell peppers, and the onions and saute those and add the beef right back into it. And as always, folks, while we're sitting here letting the beef brown, please subscribe to us if you are on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know we're on. Please like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to tap into us on TikTok. For this recipe and all recipes and shows, visit createsimplemeals.com. You can email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. Hit that chat button when you're on the website. You can talk with me directly. And please, please, please remember to share this with your friends and your family. All right, now that's got a nice little brown on the side. We're going to go ahead and get that block a flip. And y'all can see the browning that I was talking about that's on there. Yeah. You see how it's nice and brown? You want to let it do that first on both sides, and then you'll start to break it up. Now that bottom is starting to brown, we're going to go ahead and break this up and start browning our beef. And as always, folks, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy, the first ever tax company that was built from the ground up just for you and me. Self-Lodge Planning for all your current and future travel needs. Please hit up Self-Lodge Planning. For You by Me Creative Designs for all your unique gift ideas. And by Petty Phrases for all your custom-made t-shirts and jerseys. Hit up Petty Phrases. If you got something to say it with your chest. Now, you don't want to completely cook the ground beef all the way, just almost, I would say 90%. And the reason being is because after we take this out, we saute our mushrooms and our bell peppers, we're going to put it right back in here. So you don't want to overly cook out or dry up. So you just want to get most of this pink out of there. All right, so we want to stop it right about there. We're going to go ahead and add this to a pan, and then we'll drain the rest of that grease off after it's in this pan. We're going to add a little bit more oil into our pan. And we got a bell pepper, an onion, and about a cup of mushrooms. We're going to saute that right here. While we're doing that, let me go ahead and drain some of this oil off. You want to saute this for about 2 minutes or so. All right, now that we've gotten our mushrooms and our bell peppers and our onions sauteed to just soften, we're going to add the ground beef right back into there. We're going to mix that all up. And then we're going to season that with some black pepper, a little bit of kosher salt, we want to put in 2 tablespoons, I have a tablespoon around here, of Worcestershire. I can never say that right. And 2 tablespoons of some ketchup. Let all those flavors get to marrying. And then what we want to do, we want to take some cornstarch and some beef broth. And you're going to make a slurry. Uh-oh. And you're going to pour this in there. You're going to let that reduce down and thicken up. Let's get us a taste test. See if we need to adjust anything. Tastes pretty good to me. All right, folks, we're going to let this thicken up. Then we're going to cool it down, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to show you how we're going to form the potato balls. So I'm not going to do mashed potatoes on the show because it's very simple. Boil some potatoes, mash them up. The recipe is on createsimplemills.com. But I am going to show you how to make the potato ball once this thickens up and cools down, and we resume the rest of the show. And we're back. So just to recap real quick, you know we made our beef mixture. We ground some ground beef. We seasoned it with some salt, pepper, a little bit of a cornstarch slurry with some beef broth. We've let that cool down. We also sauteed some onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms, and we sauteed those down, mixed everything up. Now we're going to make the balls. So, real simple, not so simple, but still simple. You're going to take you some saran wrap. Grab your bowl. You're going to put that in there like that. Now, your potatoes, which we already made earlier, you're going to take those and you're going to put some inside that plastic wrap. And you want to formulate it to make a well. Give y'all a better picture of that. Let me go and zoom in. We're going to formulate that to make a well. Now, it's not going to be a straightforward process. I'm going to let you know that right now. But it's not, it's you just got to work with it. My daughter had mentioned I should probably spray the back of the spoon with some Pam. But nah, we ain't going to do that right now. So as you see that sitting there right there, you're going to take, and trust me, because I practiced with this earlier, and I did way too much meat. I know you're going a bunch of meat in this. Don't do a bunch of meat. Put you about 1 scoop. No more, no less. I should have put the cheese in first. Take you a piece of cheese, provolone cheese, lay that right in there. Now what you're going to do, take that plastic wrap, y'all know that cling wrap. It's called cling wrap for a reason, because it definitely clings. You're going to push this on down in there, and you're going to just spin that around and formulate you a ball. And while it's in there, you can shape it. And we're going to take these, we're going to make another one. Put that to the side. And after you've made all your balls, and this should make between 8 to 12 of the Philly cheesesteak balls. You're going to pop them in the freezer for about an hour just to firm up. Now, if you got one of them fancy freezers, they got one of them little middle drawers, and you can put it on the meat section, and it's about 1 degrees, that'll be good enough. You ain't have to freeze it. You just want it to firm up. Keep it in the plastic while you're doing that. And when you're doing that, you see what I'm doing. You don't want to see none of that plastic at the bottom because you need to form all the way through. Grab your piece of cheese. Lay that right on in there. Grab you a scoop of meat. Pinch those sides together. Well, this that industrial cling wrap. And then spin it on around. Now, you're gonna see some of the meat pop out. Don't fret on that, because when we come back for part 3 of this, after they firmed up, we're gonna roll this in some flour, egg wash, and panko breadcrumbs, and we're gonna deep fry it. We're not gonna worry about that, even though it's gonna look a little bit ugly right now. We're gonna make it look pretty in a minute. So I'm gonna keep on wrapping up some of these potato balls, and we'll come back after about an hour of letting them firm up. We're gonna fry them and show you the final product. All right, and we're back. So we've let the meat rest. You saw me wrap the potato balls up. So now we're gonna go ahead and prepare them for the fryer. So y'all know one of my favorite chefs, Aaron McCargo. He has this acronym, February: flour, egg wash, batter. That's what we're gonna do right now. So first we're gonna take these and we're gonna put them in some flour. Give y'all a closer shot. We're gonna put them in flour. Then we're gonna take those and we're gonna put them in an egg wash and into your batter. Remember, always use 2 separate hands. One for your wet hand, one for your dry hand. Let's do another one. Flour. Because that's not how it works. That's my studio audience asking me questions. We don't do. It's just the way it go. Exactly. Egg wash and the batter. We're gonna do 2 more. Flour. And the reason you're doing the flour, because you need the flour to coat it and for this egg wash to stick to. And you put in the egg wash, and then the egg is going to stick to this panko breadcrumb. And to be honest, you don't have to do the panko, but it's going to give you an extra added crunch. And one more. The flour. Get it nice and coated. With the egg wash. Uh-oh. Get it completely coated. And some panko. This is the part that y'all don't see in them kitchens y'all go to. When y'all be eating out. Now from there, we're going to go ahead and go over to our fryer. And we're going to fry these basically, we're just trying to get them golden brown. All right, as you see right now, they are starting to float real quick. Let's go ahead and pour them out. Let those drain. And let's see how this turns out. You ready, Stinks? All right, so I have my resident TikToker and taste tester here with me today, the real AP. Follow her on TikTok, YouTube, and what else you on?
Instagram.
Yeah, all them things that she be doing. All right, go and grab you a knife out there, and go. You want to let it cool down for a second or two? Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Let me go and give them a. Yeah, it's ooey and gooey. Let me tell you. Yeah. Give y'all a close-up shot. Well, hold on. You ain't gonna be the only person eating over around here. Let me go and try me a little piece of this here too. And just to recap, y'all remember what we did. We ground some ground beef. All the recipes on createsimplmeals.com. We browned some ground beef. We added in some seasoning, some salt, pepper, a little bit of cornstarch slurry, some beef broth, onions and bell peppers and mushrooms. Put some provolone cheese and some mashed potatoes in there. Let's go ahead and see what this here is doing.
I'm not about to cap. That crust right there, that's something you eat. You need a no shave, but you can get your chicken like that. That's a good crust.
Let me go ahead and try it myself.
Ooh. I know that's not. That's good. I like it. It's really the crust. I think it's fire.
That right there, man. I told y'all on Create Simple Meals we don't do no pre-production, none of that faking. Y'all gonna see everything we see from the drops to the oops to the ooies. You gonna see all of it. Well, right there, you got it from the real AP and got it from Create Simple Meals. Right there, the Philly cheesesteaks balls. We're gonna try a new name because I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying balls, but the Philly cheesesteak stuffed
Puffers.
The Philly cheesesteak puffers.
No, puffers. I said pucker. But
Puckers?
you can say puffer.
Puffers? Puffers.
Puffs.
Puffs. The Philly cheesesteak puffs. I'm going to change the whole damn website. The Philly cheesesteak puffs. Y'all saw it right here on Create Simple Meals with the real AP and Create Simple Meals. You'll see how it go. And here, you see right now, the meal is gone. The meal is gone. Now, you're going to pair this whatever you want to do with it. We're going to do it a simple salad tonight. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, because this is a meal in itself. You got your starch, you got your meat, you got your vegetables, you got damn near all your 5 food groups right here in one meal. In a puff. In the Philly cheesesteak puffs. Right there. You saw that right there? Philly cheesesteak puffs. So, remember, when it comes to cooking, we only have them 3 simple rules. You must have passion. You gotta have patience. And you must be willing to practice. So until next time, we bring you another very simple meal on Create Simple Meals. Y'all send me your ideas, your emails, your comments, your criticism at askme@createsimplemeals.com. We will see you very again real soon. See y'all soon. That shit hot as hell. Oh shit, hold on, the mic's still live. Hold on.